I'm awake.
Hello and welcome to BAP, the Biased Anime Podcast with your host Sky. Hello, and Jaka,
Hello.
where one of us today is more sleepy than the other.
It's midnight.
Oh well, you wanted to record after I got out of work today. I had a nap and you didn't. We don't have a head-to-head today, so we're going to rave about the shows we're watching now. So have you giggled at the Red Ranger fighting with the power of friendship? Have you questioned your sanity while watching the power of meta anime references in Zenshu? And have you wished for better video game immersion with Shangri-La Frontier? And of course, we can't forget, have you been awestruck by the fights in the latest episodes of Solo Leveling? It's so hype. Welcome to the current anime review episode of BAP.
Yeah. Hey, Sky.
Hi. So what have you been watching?
Watching this, we're talking about watching shows because we didn't forget to watch the anime and make a head-to-head at all. No, we're talking about shows we've been watching we are loving the Solo Leveling and Shangri-La animes that have been coming out. We got to what we would consider the halfway point of those shows almost. They've both hit big milestones as Solo Leveling, obviously, spoilers for this episode, obviously, if you haven't watched Solo Leveling yet.
Oh yeah, without saying. I think that's most of our shows, hon.
Solo Leveling's just hit what we're coming up to the bug arc, if you will, or the ant arc, where they're going to. Is it Juju? I want to say Jujutsu. That's not right.
That's not right.
They're going to the island arc. I forget the name of the island.
I'll have to look it up too.
And it's just ended the Demon Castle arc, which we got to see some. I heard some different reviews of the fight on the Demon Castle. A lot of people weren't too happy with the last episode.
What?
Yeah, they said they enjoyed the character introduction, but some people thought the fight was too quick for what is considered supposed to be like a big fight scene. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I was great, but
Out of a 20-minute episode, it was 7 minutes.
I think it was because the other episodes made it more seemed more like build up, if that makes sense.
Oh, true. So do you want to talk about Solo Leveling to start, or would you like to talk about some of the other shows?
We could end on Solo as it is well, let's just be honest, we both think Solo is probably the peak anime this season.
Yeah, let's save that for a little bit later in the episode. I know we're starting to get into it, but it's just we're really excited about it.
Okay, yeah, so let's talk about the first one you mentioned actually in the intro. Fighting a Red Ranger, the power of friendship. The Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. You made me watch this one. I feel like I'm being dragged along for this one, not gonna lie, because I am so confused.
Let's be honest.
Going on?
It's not a great show, but I'm having a really fun time every single time that I've turned that show on. Honestly, it's just the power of friendship. Have you ever seen an episode of Power Rangers?
Yes. I mean, I can't imagine anyone on this planet who hasn't seen at least one episode of Power Rangers.
So this show just dives headfirst into the tropes of the whole Ranger setup. Ranger setup for its characters and their character arcs. The main character is literally named Red and just wears all red, and just he works off of explosions and the power of friendship, and they're fighting
the
against
bonds that holds people together. Oh my god, I forgot the cheesiness of this anime is unreal.
It's so cheesy. Do you remember the name of the main villains?
Oh god, I don't. I remember that they're weird. It's a weird show. It's Isekai and Power Rangers. It's what it is.
The name of the supervillain is the Breakup King.
Oh, for God's sake, I forgot. He uses band-aids for his power. I don't know what's going on in this show.
The power of friendship and the bonds between them.
I just drink. Just drink when we watch this show.
Are you really?
It's
you don't like it?
It's visually it's not what I would consider, considering what else has come out this year. It's not if you were to pull it on a tier list.
Oh, it's pretty low, honestly.
It's a C, isn't it? It's not a D. It's still entertaining. It's silly. They have good comedy.
I have a smile on my face the whole time I'm watching it.
Was it the Zoid or whatever he brings into the cave and it can't fit, and they take that moment of why have we brought this giant mech into this cave thinking it's going to
Well, didn't
work?
it just by the virtue of being huge, didn't it just
Oh, it crushed
squish
all
the
the enemies.
main
Yeah, it
villain?
squished
Yeah.
everything. So it's got comedy. I'll give you that. But it's
Bringing a Megazord into a into a cave.
I hate. We're going to mention this a lot, but after the visual feast of solo leveling and then watching this show, it's a
Mhm.
downgrade for the eyes.
That's why we watch Solo Leveling last.
Yeah, we've learned to do
So otherwise,
that.
everything else is just disappointing.
Although, if you actually want to talk about amazing animation, considering Zenshu, this how would you explain this?
Uh, so okay, animator for an anime and is very popular at that. She's very what would you call her
The
personality?
Ghibli of
She
her day.
basically, yeah, but she's the only one that feels like, or she feels like she's the only one that can do the animation, so she overworks the mess out of herself. And
A perfectionist.
oh, for sure. But through meta references of other anime, uses her animation skills in order to win fights in a very, very stereotypical anime-esque world.
Yeah, which is a film she watched as a kid.
Yes,
And it was a notably a terrible film as well. People hated this film. It didn't do very well or something.
it's so full of tropes. It's like it's like an extra level of anime because it's an anime within an anime, and which is why I feel like it's so over the top.
With an animator in an anime. Like, the references though we've seen so far. It is reference the anime, isn't it? That's what this is.
Basically, like there's like King from Tekken is referenced heavily in some of the episodes we've watched recently.
Princess Mononoke giant robot over the hill using its beam weapon at the end of that film.
Oh no,
No, Princess Mononoke, sorry. No, Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind. We've had references to Death Note with the signing of the book and the hands swish when he does
every
when he's
time.
writing
It's like her
names.
magical girl transformation is like including that flourish of the wrist every time she's
I
drawing.
think we saw Tuxedo Mask reference in one point.
Yeah. And it actually saved the day because instead of a cult, wishing for death, instead they decide to go fangirl.
Yeah, we've had it is the storyline.
It's so weak. It's
I,
not
I
great.
can't tell if
It's
it's supposed to be an isekai or if she's just passed out because people from her world seem to also be in this world.
it's because they wrote themselves in. They were producers of that movie as well, so they were heavily influencing the characters in it.
But I'm wondering if she's just had like maybe it's not actually that she's been transported or died, but she's more just in a coma.
God. If they actually end an isekai where the main character
It
was
was all
just
a
in a
dream.
dream the whole
It's
time.
true. Oh my god. I hope it is.
Oh my god. I mean,
But it's not bad. It's a good show. The animation's good. Maybe the characters are a little what's the word?
it's very heavily just based in tropes.
Grating.
It's
Like,
it's a stereotype to a fault.
yeah, the bodybuilder like leader with the who wears nothing but pants and suspenders for some reason,
Hmm.
and his princess daughter who has now become king from Tekken.
Yeah,
Like,
literally wearing a leopard head because she thought the character that the main character wrote out was so cool in one of the recent fights. Yeah, it plays heavily on anime stereotype.
oh yeah. Oh, well, they even said it's a reference. Like, the people have actually been like documenting the references from the show and linking it to where they took. I for the first episode when weren't sure what this was when it happened, I was like, "That's just a Ghibli film. They just stole that." And then I realized, "Oh no, they're referencing." It wasn't like they just stole the idea. They were like heavily referencing because some of the artists who have worked on this worked on those as well. So it's
Really? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so it's like they're having fun with it and like getting like guest people to come in and help. And I think basically it's a bunch of people went, "Hey, what if we reference this show? Like if I see King of the Hill in it, I'm going to shoot myself."
Oh my gosh.
But we must continue. No head to head today, so we are just going fully into the anime nonsense that we're watching. And speaking of absolute nonsense, Shangri-La Frontier. I don't know how we've got underwater anymore. I'm confused where this storyline has gone. We've gone from robots to fighting a giant wolf, but it's not really the wolf, it's a shadow wolf, and then becomes a chibi monster that eats him.
Spoilers.
It's spoilers for all of us. We've already said that. But now we're underwater in what I can only describe as a World of Warcraft simulation.
They're in an inverted bubble that was a city and is like a ruin, and it's being like ruled by like the powers of physics are being ruled by a giant kraken for its own entertainment, making things fight each
Who's
other.
bored? A bored kraken who wants entertainment.
Yeah, it's a weird arc, isn't it?
It's Caesar the Kraken. It's a super weird arc. We've gone from like that last fight with the giant wolf, I forget the name of it.
Like a gun.
But that fight with all of them fighting like crazy to then meeting up with the mech girl Rust and thing, and then straight away we're on a boat and oh no, we're underwater. I'm like, whoa, this they used too much animation for the fight, I think, because they went from that to this like in 2 episodes. Like usually a build like the Weatherman fight was super long build up.
Oh, for sure.
Are they supposed to beat this in this season? Or is this like how they're going to end it? Or is it going to be a cliffhanger and it's going to be like another season
I'm sure they're gonna draw it out.
for this? Because now they're setting it up to be like a 7 days they've got there. And it's counting down in real time how long they've got
Right.
on this area. So I'm wondering, is each episode now going to be a day in this world?
Well, don't forget too that Sunraku also has to go through and help out with a video game tournament.
Oh yeah, and multiple plots going.
And-
I
yeah,
don't know
so
how they're
there's
going to
that-
fit all this into the time.
Side plot
Is
happening.
it going to be a side arc where they don't, like with the robot fighting, they're just going to show that in like an OVA, or is that going to be part of this show?
Well, it's going to take up like at most 3 of the 7 days that Sunraku has to get through this Kraken stage.
I'm wondering if that'll be like a side character arc where we get clips of him playing the tournament, but we get to see how the NPCs are surviving in the world without
I
him.
feel so bad for Emil and the rest. The other, gosh, what's the other rabbit's name? And
You should only
Shark-
the rabbits
and Sharkman, of course. But yeah, they're just going to be stuck in a dilapidated house for the next several days, just all alone because they can't teleport out.
They'll have them doing their little like tour, probably like showing things off. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them get into some fights with like enemies.
Oh, probably. Those fishmen are everywhere.
But it's a crazy little arc. The animation is still good. We're having fun with it.
Yeah, I still think like I wasn't as surprised because they built up the Lycagon fight so much, but also that was his initial like foray into the unique monsters that I feel like it's going to be his entire character arc is going to be based on him overcoming this one large obstacle. So when they built up the Weatherman fight and actually had it, there was a lot more gravitas and better animation. Like the fights, like the Weatherman fight is one of my favorite anime fights of all time.
I mean, I still think solo leveling is great and all, but the Weatherman fight, the actual, like, especially when the clear sky move, when he cuts the sky in half, some of the most clean, amazing looking animation.
So I will say Cyger Zero's attack during the Lycagon fight was phenomenal too.
Was it obliteration or something? It's like abomination. It was insane. But again, I think this is setting up for, because obviously the fight with the wolf wasn't real. If this was a shadow clone or something, using another shadow clone, we had shadow clone Inception here. Sunraku to actually level up almost his curse ability.
Yeah.
By beating the shadow.
After he got eaten by like a little chibi head and like chewed up and spat out, and his curse was worse. But now he can wear armor as like a temporary buff for like a minute or like 3, and then it just breaks. But it is a temporary buff now, and you know he's going to exploit that.
Although now, and he's also buggered himself though, because he's also got the full playing card, which he got from a trait of like a job. So some of his healing items don't work.
But his cooldowns are faster.
His cooldowns are better, but that means he's literally a one-hit death. That's it now. He can't heal anymore.
Well, it's a chance that healing items don't work, so it's just a gamble whenever he drinks a potion now.
That's going to be heavily written into this like fights in the future. We know it's like he'll have no health left or like one hit. He'll be taking a potion and it won't work. And then he'll be like, "Oh no!"
But his whole playstyle is just not getting hit, though.
Yeah, I mean, but I will admit I will find it entertaining how he's going to fight an octopus or squid or whatever it is, Cthulhu creature in the water. Which when he fought that oarfish in the last episode was pretty funny because how he was just realized that he moved like he was on ground and the fish was like didn't just let it run into walls.
Yeah, because the fish still had to build up momentum in order to move, whereas he could just move as freely as he could through air. So he had an advantage.
Yeah. And I don't think the Kraken thing is going to play by those rules.
No, according to the fishman, I can't remember his name, that the Kraken bends all sorts of reality rules. Like the
Just
whole
Thanos.
Well, I mean, kinda, because the entire city is upside down and there's a bubble inside it, so gravity is both inverted and like dead fish turn into fish zombie. Oh no, dead fish turn into mermaids. Fish turn into the fishmen. That's right. But apparently the Katarnid, I think is the name of it, the Kraken might be able to cheat death itself. So it's very unlikely that they'll actually beat the Kraken.
It can also, like we saw in the last episode, fix buildings or like reverse time
Hmm.
and like fix everything, which pissed off Sonraku. He's like, nothing I do matters.
Hmm.
So it's going to be entertaining to see how this plays out. I just don't think there's enough time left to tell this story with all the other stories they've told to get to here in this season. I feel like this is a very weird way to, unless they're going to go fast, which I feel like we're going to miss some stuff. I just don't know how they're going to fit this in without
That's true.
cliffhanger.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Do you know how many more episodes are left in this season? Because
It can't be many because we've gone from the new city, then we went to the robots, then we got from the robots to the actual mech anime, which was like a whole nother anime in an anime game in an
yeah.
anime. Then from there we've gone to the whole wolf fight. Now the wolf fight to the pirate ship. Now the pirate ship to under the sea. It is an MMO being played out for us.
Ooh.
But I can't imagine this ends with them fight. It's either going to be them beating the first tower
Hmm.
that they showed, or it's going to be them getting to one of them dying, or we're going to lose an NPC, and then it's going to be
Ooh.
end of the season.
Yeah, so I think you're right. So season 1 had 26 episodes, and right now we're on episode 20 of season 2.
Yeah, with 6 days left until we've got to beat this thing as well. They even said it. So 6 episodes left. It'll be a day an episode for it, and I guarantee you it'll end with either Emil dying or the other rabbit dying,
No
or the
way.
shark dying. Yeah, you forget that cryptid Kraken thing can control death itself. I feel like next season they'll have to like do something to get the character back. I can already
Ooh.
see the plot coming out in my head.
I'm gonna be so mad if something happens to that bunny.
If it happens in the show, I'm going to recall this and say I fucking told you.
I'm gonna be so mad.
But we should press on to let's go from giant bird head fighting monsters to a giant fat guy fighting assassins.
Oh, come on. I feel like it's Sakamoto Days. I feel like it's a slice of life anime, honestly. It's just, I used to be an assassin, now I work at a convenience store, and this is how I live day to day. I just so happen to be fighting back, but it really doesn't feel like it's a big deal. It's one of those other anime. It's that genre that I love so much, of the world reacting to an overpowered main character. So right now, Sakamoto Days, like Sakamoto himself has basically retired from being an assassin and now has like a wife and a kid, and he's running a convenience store, and there's a hit out against him. So he's making friends with the people who are trying to kill him.
Yeah, he's so powerful that his power brings them into the fold of his life. We've had 3 different assassins now join him as friends.
Well,
Like,
the third one now is just in it for the steamed buns.
yeah, food. Win him over with food. It's I'm not gonna lie. When I'm watching it, I'm kind of, because it's so nonchalant in its. But let's be honest, it's twisting of physics.
I mean, he does punch through a gun that is in the mouth of an
Yeah,
animatronic dinosaur, so he can punch through metal.
that was a weird episode. That one, that one kind of took me out. It's kind of oh, you watch it and you're like, this is an amazing, amazingly well choreographed and animated and all this, but at the same time, there's something in the back of your head going, this makes so little sense. Like, I don't know whether to take it as real, like he is just like an assassin, because you watch Spy X Family, so yes, they do some insane things, like she can kick really hard and stuff, but she's not punching a gun in half strong. They're an assassin and and they get hurt and stuff, but in this one they seem to be able to take world-ending punches like it's nothing, and like they do the old Dragon Ball, so you've gained your power back, and it's like, come on, what is
Yeah,
this show?
because what was it, the last episode of the episode before last, that he got serious in a fight and lost all of that weight that he had gained in an
If only.
instant.
If only. I would say you could do that.
What
He
gets me
burned
so
his
bad
fat
is
off with rage.
what gets me so bad is like whenever he's like fighting, it's just that like double chin wobble. It's just that extra bit of animation. Like they were riding on the motorcycles in the previous episode. You could just see like the wind making his chins wobble.
This is a it's a it's like Dan. I don't know how to explain what I'm watching, but you've got to just watch it.
Oh
It's
my
good.
gosh.
Don't worry. It's a good show. The although the English voice actor, as you said, was Matt Mercer, is it?
Yeah,
For
we've been watching it in Japanese, but like the main character really doesn't have that many lines. So when we switched from Japanese or from English to dub to Japanese, I had never known that Matt Mercer was the main voice actor. I might switch back just to check it out, but like I'm having fun as is.
Yes, he's had a more. I think now he's having more lines now
Hmm.
with the telepath like talking to him, which
Hmm.
is a telepath, by the way. Their powers make no sense. It's superhuman assassins. Let's get this very clear. The
Oh yeah,
shit they do makes no fucking sense.
that's a
Like the
good one.
zombie guy, which is all. Come on.
We've got a drunken master.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite fight. Was the drunken master one, just because it reminded me so much of like Jackie Chan in that film and like how
Hmm.
silly it was. And well, let's just say so we've been watched. We haven't watched the latest episode, I don't believe, of this one week next. Possibly the Greatest Alchemist.
Yeah, we're a couple episodes behind, but I'm having fun with it. I do like the idea of a main character kind of slowly gaining power, even though he'll eventually become completely overpowered, of course. But like he's actually taking his time, and like I love seeing this guy's power. So he's basically a crafter and a world builder, and he's very practical about it. It's like in the previous episodes, he's made a toilet because they don't have like good plumbing. He's made a refrigerator. He's very practical with his applications to it. He grew up in a small village and helped them raise up like these massive walls to increase the defenses of the town he grew up in. It, I'm having fun with it. I don't like the slave aspects of it. They seem very respectable, but the implications of just slavery in a world is
It's
just
an isekai.
yeah. It's a little tired at this point.
It's obviously with today's standards. And well, let's just be honest. I'm sure somewhere in the darkest places of this hell pit that we call Earth, there is still some sort of slavery going on, and it is in our
Oh,
history.
100%, yeah.
So it's a great storytelling device to show you the depravity of how humans and or mythical creatures can be to their own kind or different people.
I don't watch
Like
anime
it's
for the social commentary.
I know, but it's a way to say these people accept this,
Mm,
and that's going to make you feel awkward, or it can make you feel like that's not good, and then that kind of gives you that kind of we shouldn't like these people. So it's a storytelling device in a way. It's like
yeah.
when I really don't like the use of like I don't know how to say it without getting us cancelled, but the R word,
Oh, non-consensual acts.
non-consensual acts in anime,
Hmm.
especially where it's like almost considered, oh, it's okay because they say it's okay now. It's like, yeah, but like the Goblin show that was out recently, not
Oh,
Goblin
yeah.
Slayer,
Is it Remonster?
Remonster. That was not. I
Yeah,
didn't like that,
that was not
and
okay.
it put us off the show. Also, that failure frame. Every character.
Every
Every
single male
single
character was
character.
after the main character's like elf friend. Everyone. Everyone. It was an excuse to kill the characters for sure.
But you need an excuse to kill a character who's after you to kill you. I mean, do you really need another excuse? Like, they have to also be just absolutely driven by their crotch.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's just like it's written so. It felt like it was written by AI.
Right.
Like, how do you make a character be evil? Make them slavers and make them like,
You're gonna
a
make a
bit
whole
EP.
fandom mad because there was a lot of people that were really excited about a Failure Frame like TV
Failure
show.
Frame, Failure Frame, the manga, or I don't know if it's a manga or the other one, but
Oh,
the
manhwa.
actual, yeah, it's is good. People were giving it raves, and I'm sure the novelization is brilliant.
Apparently, it's the same in the novelization. It's very non-consensual in the
I'm sure it was
manga as well.
written better than how they did it in the anime, because the animation alone puts you off.
It sets a
Like,
very low bar, so I would assume so.
we've had some pretty bad red flag anime, shall we say, lately
hmm
in the last few years coming out. I mean, a lot of people always go into the too young character aspect from like,
Oh,
and then you've got the non-consensual side, slavery side,
yeah.
and it just seemed maybe it's because we just get so many anime out at a time, because it used to be what, like a couple shows, maybe what, maximum 10
Mm,
when we were like, in the first, say we were kids,
hmm
Dragon Ball, Digimon, Pokemon, like Naruto, Bleach. These are the big ones, but you barely got. And if you did get another anime, it was kind of like a big thing. But now there are so many. It's kind of like what's the word?
Flooded.
Dilute. Yeah, it's just there's so many. You're gonna get ones that maybe aren't written the best, or maybe come from anime like, oh, I don't know, turning a human into a vending machine. Maybe not the best of the lot they could have chosen from.
One day I'm gonna make you watch it.
I'm never watching that show. But no, it's just saying, obviously, it's the same with movies. Like, was it someone said every story has already been told?
mm.
We're you're just telling it in a different way now. It's very rare to get a new story. It's like trying to invent a new color.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, I'll end your tirade there, and
Never. Still mad at Godzilla.
oh my gosh. Well, let's move on to our favorite anime of the first half of, well, I don't know, this year? No, when did it come out? Hold on. It started at the beginning or the end of
We
last year, didn't
started.
it?
It started at the beginning of this episode.
Well, you're not wrong. Solo Leveling, our favorite anime that's released in a while.
And that's, we should probably be clear. We haven't watched as many anime as we usually do. Obviously, because we're working and we're like visas and travel and stuff. But I don't think we can miss an episode of Solo Leveling like other ones. We can wait a couple of days. The
Mhm.
spoilers for this show
Come out so
will
fast.
be minutes. You can't, if you miss an episode, don't go on Twitter, don't go on TikTok, don't go on YouTube. It'll just be on there. Hell,
And
even the own show's doing it.
they release.
Like,
Okay, yeah. Don't even go on Twitter before the episode comes out because the animation studio A1 posted the entire 7 minutes of the fight scene from the latest episode on Twitter before the episode came out.
maybe that's why people were mad at the last episode, because they were like, "You already showed the ending. Why do we watch this?" It is insane. We've seen some.
It's such quality animation.
Yeah, we've gone, as we said, the first season was watching him grow into his role.
Right.
Now we're watching the world realize, oh shit, what is he become?
And I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it because I love the reaction of a normal everyday person encountering what's effectively a god.
Fuck that. I love the fact that the S ranks are freaking out now. That's better. When the S rank guys are like, what the hell is going on with that guy?
That's right, when they were like testing oh gosh, what is his name? Sung Jinwoo. When they were testing
You're
him,
thinking some Raku, aren't you?
it was close. But when they were testing Jinwoo behind the like large metal, basically vault doors of the testing facility, they could feel his aura and see it just like pressing through, like it was almost a waterfall trying to be held back. I love it so much. And the latest fights too were just so hype.
We've had some pretty big moments from, I believe, from the novelization come out. We've had the Tusk fight, the S rank. I forget the lady's name who's like followed him into the fight with the shovel or the pickaxe.
Oh yeah.
Like she's like realized that I think she's realized he's not the same as other hunters because he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't smell of that like blood and stuff. Like he's been constantly mentioned as not human and
Mm-hmm.
can speak multiple like languages. He's learning more about the system as well.
Well, he keeps increasing his intelligence stat, which I think is helping.
Yeah. Met the father as well.
I'm excited to see that reunion.
And we're getting to see the ants now and how dangerous they are. And like
One ant eliminated an entire city.
we all know the ant arc is coming on is it Juju Island?
A
I
Jeju
just cannot
Island.
remember. Jeju Island. I knew it was something like that. And we know because it's been obviously I'm sure people who watch anime know it's I've already heard it through Crunchyroll or Anime Network and stuff. But the last episode of this series is going to be a 1 hour 2 episode bundle, if you will. It's like a feature episode.
I'm so stoked. I'm so hype. I swear it's been so fun. Like the last episode, and again, spoilers. The last episode, he uppercutted the villain so hard that it caused an explosion in the sky. It was almost like a nuclear warhead going off. It was so hype. The sound design for the episode was fantastic. Oh my god.
You need to watch that on your speaker setup, your surround sound now.
Ooh, I do. I got a 10-inch sub in the living room, and it's so fun.
I'm still hyped from one of the first few episodes, the first 3 episodes when he fights the Frost guys, the Frost elves. I still can't
Ooh,
believe how great that fight was.
that was fantastic. Just like the choreography was great, but also
Mhm.
just it was a really great setup to the fight too, when he was just standing there and grabs an arrow out of the air before it hits this one character's face. I don't remember her name.
My favorite bit was the guy who shoots the arrow and he grabs it as it's left the bow and then stabs him with it. Do you know how fast you have to be to grab an arrow as it's being released? That's an insane amount of speed. But we've also watched him like he's OP. We all know this. He could take
Of
anyone
course.
in the human realm pretty much at this moment.
Hmm.
But watching that last fight with the demon lord of the demon tower,
Hmm.
like he was not having a good time with that fight. Is it Belhem or something like that? I forget his name.
Oh, I'm looking it up now.
But he's having trouble fighting it, but he's also trying to protect a demon girl who's like apparently the best girl at the moment. Everyone's calling her on.
Sidekick. Yeah, Demon King Baran.
Baran, that's it, Baran. But I'm surprised they released the fight on 7 minutes of just the full fight out. I'm surprised they did that.
It's a hell of a preview. It's it's the whole meat and potatoes.
Maybe they just accidentally released the fight and it's like oh bugger. Apparently though, I don't know if this is true. I've just seen it a few times. But during the release of this episode, they stopped the news live to say that he had become the new S rank or something.
Hmm.
When he got his S rank, they said he became the S rank during live broadcast news. They stopped the news to say that when he got not this week's, like last week's episode.
Hmm.
They're like, new S rank hunter is this guy, and I was like, wait, that was in real life, not in the anime. They did that in real. So the publishing team for this is working overtime.
Of
Like,
course. Studio A1 is going all out.
with it, art. What was it? You said you've written here 3 art directors on the last episode.
On the last episode, yeah.
I mean, I still think though the Shangri-La fight, Weatherman fight, was still one of the best things I've seen this like watched. I've seen some great fighting in this show.
Mm.
But we all know if you've read the manhwa or I'm sure you've seen TikToks. Everyone knows the story now probably. But the fight coming up on Ant Island
Mm.
is I'm sure they're getting death threats if they fail on this because people are frothing at the mouth for this coming up. It's as big as the ant fight on Hunter x Hunter.
Ooh.
Like they want This has got to break the internet type style.
It already has. They have pushed Crunchyroll servers to their limit.
It has to either be the biggest thing ever, or you're going to see it all over the internet. It's going to be obviously they're not going to please everyone. You can't do it. It's not possible. But as long as they get the 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10s from all the critics, because you just know Twitter's going to be a hellscape more than it already is. But I want people to enjoy the show. Like it's a good show. You don't want a bad episode. Like people talking bad about the last episode, and you're like, why? It was okay. And they're like, I didn't get enough action. I'm like, yeah, I'm usually for it, but this story is him going through a dungeon that's 100 flights high or something like
100
that.
floors. Yeah.
They can't show every floor. They're showing you in little snippets. Yeah, there was a bit too much on the outside talking randomly. I didn't need to see, but then again, they've got to show the ant plot and calling the Japanese fighters over. It sets up the next arc. They're trying to cut down time. It seems like we're saving time so they can. Obviously, this last episode, I want to see the budget for the animation for this last few episodes coming out because it's going to be insane. I wonder if people have realized how much we like solo leveling.
What?
Considering we didn't know much about it until it came out. Like, I remember everyone hyping it up, and I was like, what is this? Oh, so it's just a guy building himself up through fighting monsters that...
It seemed very like, oh, this is another dungeon anime. Main character wakes up in a dungeon and has to fight his way out. Ooh, okay. But no, don't sleep on this one. If you've slept on it, just wake up and go right now to watch solo leveling.
And that's pretty much all the anime we've watched so far. We've watched a couple of others separately, I'm sure. Like I've checked out a couple just to see what they're like. Nothing that would stuck with me more than these 6 we've been watching. Have you got any other ones you want to mention that we've missed out on?
I can't say that I have. I mean, I enjoyed Severance season 1, but that's not anime, so I won't spend any time on that.
We can talk about that at the end if you want.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay, and now a short message from our friends at the Game Club Pod.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome to my friendly Game Club, where everyone is welcome. The podcast where we share, we play, we run and sing. No, we don't run, but we do sing.
Hey kids, are you looking for a new favourite fortnightly video game review podcast?
Then boy howdy have we got the show for you.
We take a different game every 2 weeks and we review them just like a book club.
You can find us on all good podcasting platforms.
And some of the sketchy ones too.
Simply search for the Game Club podcast and join the club today.
Welcome back. This is still BAP. Usually we'd be me and Sky would be fighting head to head now, but obviously not doing that this episode. We are doing that next episode, and we'll talk more about that.
Yeah, we kind of let the month get away from us, didn't we?
February just flew by. Super busy with work. Obviously, I was doing a couple more jobs at my place because we had some issues go at my work, and you were sorting out stuff with the wedding coming up. No, you're not as like traveling, and we've had people coming over and family and friends, so it's just been a bit got away from us. And obviously,
and you've just bought plane tickets.
I just bought plane tickets today. But we did want to hit on some anime news for upcoming shows. Obviously, this gives us an idea of how much anime we've got to watch the rest of the year. It's quite terrifying.
This list got longer and longer.
Yeah, we obviously you still got One Piece ongoing. That's just always in my back of mind. I have still got to catch up from the last fight which was on when he fought the Emperor. I'm like an arc behind or something. We have to cram the shit out of that.
Yeah, I found out that I'm only within episode 200 something.
You're like 1,000 episodes behind now.
At least, so yeah.
And you're watching in English. Just remind you of that.
It's just because I can have it on in the background. I need an excuse.
You're not even watching it
too. I am.
Would you say you've got more of Critical Role to watch or One Piece now?
Oh no.
Because Critical Role is 5 hours an episode.
I'm like 60 episodes behind or something like that.
It's
I stopped on episode 80.
Insane.
They're in like 130 or something like that. Oh my god. I just finished season 3.
my god, they finished.
Don't.
All right, or we can't go off it. All right, so
I'll watch the abridged anyway.
Beastars season 3. Have you been watching?
I watched the first several episodes of Beastars season 3 part 1.
Part 1.
It's been released in parts. It's just such a heavy show. It's really good. It's one of my, I really enjoy it, but it's just so dark and depressing and very. You got to stay on your toes because it'll slap you real quick if you're not paying attention. Yeah, it's really great. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's just a little heavy, and I haven't been in the right headspace for it.
Fair enough. It's I know people are giving it good reviews. Obviously, I watched it a bit with you
Mhm.
in the USA, but I don't keep on top of it. I'm more of I'll watch along with this one.
Yeah.
Dr. Stone, we need to watch this.
Yeah, we caught up on season, what was it, 2 when it came out, but season 3 just kind of snuck up on us, and we've not gotten into it yet.
I don't remember hearing anyone talk about this come out. It was so quietly released. I was just like, whoa, when did that come out? Like, because we were just looking on Crunchyroll, and it was just there. We went, no, we watched that, and then we were like, we've not watched this. What is this? I don't remember anything. So that'll be one of our once we've caught up on everything else, we'll probably start getting back into Dr. Stone.
Yeah, when I'm all into a survival crafting mode again.
Well, you are in Factoria at the moment. This could be the perfect time. Oh, thanks, Tim, by the way, and everyone at Game Club Pod. Factoria has managed to infect BAP now. I hope you're happy.
That was my cousin. Him and some of his friends have gotten several hundred hours in it.
I don't get. I've watched you play it. My brain melts. I don't understand.
Industry.
I work in a factory. I just maybe that's it. I don't want to bring work home. We also got to mention Devil May Cry series are coming out. We think Tim over in Game Club Pod's probably going to make us watch this one. So
we might have some more collabs coming up. Keep an eye out.
We're going to keep an eye on that. Also, My Hero Academia, Vigilantes. You heard about this?
I had not until you mentioned it like 10 minutes before we started this episode. I hadn't heard anything about Vigilante. So this is a
spin-off,
what,
would you
like
say?
Spin-off?
Oh, like
I
side project? We've not heard. I've not. I ironically heard about it from TikTok. I was like, oh, it's coming out April 7th, I believe, starting. We'll know more about it obviously when we watch it, but it's definitely on our list to watch.
Nice. I mean, I've enjoyed the mainline series, and I'm looking forward to the last season potentially coming out this fall.
Yeah, we got coming out this fall. This is what I always thought they were going to end with, like a movie, but I suppose a series, and then maybe they'll probably do what Solo Leveling's done with the 2 episode in one, maybe.
Oh, could do, or they could do like what was it? No. Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle's coming out as a movie as well, isn't it?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure the Demon Slayer stuff is coming out as movies to finish off the series.
Well, that is coming out this year. We don't know the date yet, obviously. But you're looking forward to that one as well. You really enjoyed the last season. Again, I try not to watch this show because of one person.
Well, they've cut back on those characters, and those characters have changed a lot more in their arc rather than just being really just loud or whiny as their main character traits. They've actually grown a little bit.
Can I ask, how many seasons did it take them to grow out of that?
It's only season 3, isn't it? I love the animation is really good in these. The movies have been fun.
It's fantastic. The story, I'm sure, is great, but I don't mind. Is it the pighead one? I forget his name. Okay, obviously you don't watch him much. Yeah, I can put up with him. He's fine. It's the other one, the snotty nose, screaming, grabbing onto women's clothes one. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. It's like, it reminds me of that kid from Redline. It just makes me want to kill myself.
Yeah. It was like a minute. It was like a minute that kid was on screen on Redline.
And I want you to remember that I will always hold down.
Gosh.
That I hate
Zenitsu doesn't really change too much for an entire season. He's really whiny. The last season, though, he's locked in. That's that.
When you say locked in, is he more edgelord Is he gone? Is he gone Spider-Man season? Is he gone Spider-Man here? Is he dancing in emo clothes?
Yeah, he's dyed his hair black and he's snapping his fingers as he's strolling through the street.
What were they thinking when they made that film? Speaking of season 3, though, Fire Force. Have you been keeping
I
up?
was trying to see where you were going with that. Fire Force, all right.
Have you not been watching Fire Force?
I have not.
I think you'd like it if you like good animation. Again, annoying characters though. There are a couple in there. I how would you even expect? Imagine if the phrase "fighting fire with fire" was a show. That's Fire Force. They're not a firefighting group. They are dressed like firefighters, but they're fighting fire demons that are
Oh.
trying to burn the world down, and they have fire powers. I know. I'll make you watch season 1. I'll think you'll like it.
So you'd say Fire Force is the embodiment of fighting fire with fire.
Yeah, no, it literally is. They literally use fire to fight fire. You'd think water would be the thing they'd use, but it's not. It's you've also got this weird religious aspect with the fire, obviously, because fire. They say it brings, it's the fire of life and all this kind of stuff. There's a very Naruto theme of like believe it in there. But some really good visuals. I think you'd like if you've not seen it.
Okay.
Season 2, I got a bit into it. I fell off for a bit, but I've been meaning to watch it before season 3 comes out.
All right.
Any more news from the stuff coming up? Are you looking forward to?
Sure. Yeah, I'll say Windbreaker season 2. I'm looking forward to. Season 1 was really like a sleeper hit. Like for me, I just put it on just to see what it was about, and I was hooked immediately. I love the characters. The story's great. The where are the adults?
Well, they're waiting for them.
It's supposed
They're
to be a
waiting for them to
school.
be protected by the kids in the streets. Isn't the whole point? I don't know how anyone graduates from this school. There's been no classes yet. I've not seen anyone actually go to the school.
Yeah, there's no teachers, no classes, just kids just roughing it out on their own and protecting the streets because they don't have police or anything.
Why don't
like
they have
that.
police?
Yeah, it's an odd premise, but I love the story and the characters so far. If you can just forget about
Reality.
all of the plot holes and reality, it's a fun watch. The animation and the fights are actually really well choreographed, I think.
Yeah, it's a good show. It was a little bit reminded me of watching like your brother play Tekken for a bit, and you watch them fight on stage. I was like, very Tekken vibes there. But
Oh yeah, no, they had like the static animations as like standing opposite each other with a crowd of people watching. They were literally on a theater stage.
so yeah, that was a little odd, but it was actually quite a surprising wholesome plot almost with that little kid who was too strong and then realized that he just missed being friends with everyone because now he's at the top or something.
Yeah, being at the top is no fun when you have no friends.
Yeah, which is funny because they're all doing it for him anyway. He just didn't realize
That's true. But I love to see character growth though, and it's a really good story for that. I've been enjoying Windbreaker.
And also, we have got Jujutsu Kaisen Hidden Inventory movie coming out. It's in Japan, I believe, May 30th. So we'll have to wait for that to come out either in streaming or, if I doubt, it'll probably. Would you think it'll get a cinema release?
Well, they've been pretty good about simulcasting with Japanese releases here in the US, so I would imagine it'd be pretty quick to come out. I don't know. Is it a movie?
Apparently, that's what it says. I mean, I've not heard much about it. I mean,
Mm.
you're more into the Jujutsu Kaisen than myself.
Mhm.
Did the last
See, the
season,
fights have been so good. The last season was phenomenal.
did it end with a cliffhanger or anything like that?
It was an amazing series of fights. What is the name of that arc?
I've just seen it on TikTok and like internet as the "Let's obliterate the world" arc because from all the videos.
I
I've
mean,
seen,
effectively.
there was no one left.
Yeah, I can't remember of it. It's something station arc, I think.
This is where they're attacking. Is it Gojo? No, Gojo.
Is it Shibuya? Oh, it's the Shibuya incident. Yeah. Like Gojo gets captured.
They make the guy eat the fingers. I know that because he gets super evil.
We should watch it. If you've not watched any of it, I think you would love it. The animation on like it's kind of a gruesome anime because it's all about demons and people getting eviscerated and
I did see clips of it. I think you actually maybe
Mhm.
watch. I remember you made me watch an episode. It was against two brothers, and she was using a nail and a hammer
Mhm.
to hurt.
That may have been just the first episode
They
actually.
had blood something, and she had roses growing on her or something. I just
Mhm.
remember that and he ran like a fucking steam train or something. It was really weird. I remember that you showing me
Yeah.
these things. I just got it just reminded me another show of like not obviously the exact same plot, but there's these two kids who were actually Satan born,
Mm.
and it was like demons, and they were in school, and they had to go to school, and they also fight these demons. And I was like, it kind of hit the same thing, and just watched that recently, so I was like, it kind of fell off for me. Although everyone talks
Well,
about it.
let's revisit it because the fights are very well done. You'd love the animation on the recent Shibuya incident stuff. It was top tier.
I'll have to look into it. Speaking of
Yeah.
good animation, though, Dan.
Head to end. It's such a weird show.
Season two's coming.
It's such a weird show. It's like the will they won't they. And they're both really dumb and you're rooting for them, but also they're fighting demons and ghosts and probably what are actually aliens. Uh
I mean, they had a Godzilla reference.
The-
One of the.
oh, they're full of references. Like there was one instance where they were naked because they were in like another part of reality and then brought back to reality and then had to run away from their classmates because they were naked.
They ran like
And it was
Titans from Attack on Titan as well. They literally did the
Yep.
Attack on Titan run. We need to finish that. It was a good show. I've seen some clips from like the novelizations,
Mm.
so that'd be good to see how far they're going to take this. Like, would it be a? I know it got good reviews. I think it was a Netflix special, wasn't it? Netflix getting a lot of anime lately. We need to look into that. It's been odd to see them getting so many.
Well, for being a Netflix anime though, the animation is fantastic. It's not one of those like weirdly CG Netflix studio
Yeah.
animations. Like this one's actually really well done.
And then, speaking of Godzilla references, Kaiju number 8, season 2 or part 2. I keep forgetting if it's part 2 or season 2. We know the second installment of that's coming out. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I know it kicks off.
It's a rallying cry for those in their 30s. We're not done yet.
Yeah, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. And the good thing is, when this comes out, there's supposed to be a season 1 compilation movie coming before it. So if you don't want to have to watch the whole series again, they're just going to release
But
a
it's
quick
so well
watch this
done.
one
The
movie.
fights are great.
Oh yeah, but say you want to remember what happened, put this movie on, boom, you got.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, they did the same with Solo Leveling. They released a movie before season 2 came out. Also, ironically, we've already talked about it, but Sakamoto Days Part 2 coming out in July.
It feels so soon because I feel like season 1's not even done yet. They're releasing every Saturday right now.
I think it's just they want to like keep the hype going.
Oh, true.
So like remind people that it's gonna get that another series coming out. Don't miss out on it.
But just the fact that they've just basically not stopped. They're not stopping production, basically.
It's a Netflix as well, isn't it? If I remember.
Yeah. Mhm.
Maybe it's because Netflix is so known for canceling shows. They just want to let people know they're not going to do that this time.
Yeah, we're not going to forget this one. Yeah, it's because it's
Yeah.
been really popular, and I think for good reason. I've really enjoyed Sakamoto Days.
And Spy X Family season 3.
I have not caught up on Spy X Family. I feel like I need to catch up.
Yeah, we were.
I know
we
it's
were
good.
rewatching season 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. It's a little silly.
I think the last one I watched was when they rented a castle and had the entirety of the secret organization orchestrate a birthday for this little girl. I did enjoy that one. Yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen season 3 is coming out. So maybe Hidden Inventory is a roundup film.
Oh. Interesting.
There's no date for the Jujutsu Kaisen though either. I was surprised
Mm-mm.
at that. Considering they've
Yeah.
nailed the date for the Japanese release of the film, I thought they might have a date for the fucking anime. Again, though, we'll have to look
One
into it.
day.
We do have a lot of anime to watch this year. It's That's a lot of anime I'm looking at on this list, and that's not even including the last few up on here. The last 4 of these anime are like some of the most anime I want to watch.
Right. Well, let's start off with these two, and I think we'll end on these two. So I want to say Bocchi the Rock season 2. That'll be really fun. I really enjoyed season 1. Honestly, when Slade recommended that one, I had no idea what to expect, but it was just such a fun watch. I'm rooting. I'm rooting so hard.
I'm wondering where they're going to take it.
Honestly, I think more character development. Like, honestly, if the main character can just be more outgoing, I just come out of her shell just a little bit and actually show off her guitar skills.
I'm wondering if it'll be like them going through school still, or if they'll take the school out of it now and be more as a band, if you will.
They're going on tour.
Oh, could be tour.
Could be.
Could be. And then also another one, our good friend Slade suggested we watch. It's got a second season coming out. My Dress Up Darling.
Will they, won't they? Will they?
Will they, won't they? Will they, won't they? The cosplay selection. It's a good little show.
All I know about the promotional material in My Dress Up Darling season 2 is have you seen this? The promotional material for it? It's just feet. Like,
I'm sure you tell Shabam.
oh my gosh.
Call out.
It was just like one image they chose for the main, for like the
It's
Twitter
literally
page.
feet.
It was just heavily.
man.
Yeah. No. Here we go. Here's promotional material right here. Let me send this to you. This is wild. Yeah, it's just so prominently just. Why?
Oh my god, it is. It's just feet. Why is this the show? This went through a meeting. They sat down. This would have been blown up on a big picture board with a bunch of people sitting down in suits. And they said, we need an image for the official release of My Dress Up Darling season 2. And they're like, I've got it. Feet. And they're like, we're in. No, high fives, lunch.
And also, she fell into a creek while wearing white, so you can see things. Or won't
Someone
you?
got paid for this.
Yeah, there's a little bit of fan service happening.
That show is fan service. Let's be
It
honest.
truly is, though. Now, I know one that you're really excited for. Saga of Tanya the Evil season 2.
Oh, season 1 was so good, and the movie as well. I love it. Anything with I mean, I suppose you could say she's OP. I wouldn't say she's just lucky at this point. But the fact that she's actively trying to fight God.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Like, give me rage against the machine. I love it. I'm wondering where this will go if they're following, because obviously it's not based in our reality timeline, but it very much is at the same time. You've got she's representing Germany, but you've had the Allies attacking now. I'm wondering if this will be an Eastern campaign. Like, is this going to be in the desert? Because that's how they ended it. I'm just wondering how they're going to go with this. Or will this be more, is God, being X going to be involved more into it? It's, oh my God, is it Elon Musk? Oh God. Is this that Neuralink?
Oh my gosh. What I love about this, though, is that they're continuing it with a season 2, and the original season 1 was in 2018. Like,
yeah,
7 years ago.
I'm looking forward to it. And the one last anime from the list that we are going to watch when it comes out, One Punch Man season 3.
It better be good. It better be good. I know they can't go as hard as they did on season 1. Oh, it better be good. Season 2 was a little disappointing because they didn't go nearly as hard on the animation, but
story was good.
The story was still good. I love, again, it's my bread and butter anime where the world is reacting to an overpowered main character, and they go all in on One Punch Man. Season 2 is like, a lot of people were really divisive about it because they set the bar so high on season 1. Apparently they nearly bankrupted the studio on season 1, though. So I understand why they backed off, but it's been so hyped at this point.
Different animation group to season 2. Different studios. Or they bought them out or 3? Apparently I think they bought them out or something. It was definitely because people noticed the decline in animation between 1 and 2.
100%, yeah.
I remember, but I still enjoyed it. I mean, It's no solo leveling, which is now the bar. But I enjoy it. A lot of people, like you say, like once everyone knows the guy is OP or is figuring it out, it's the Superman dilemma. How do you make enemies seem dangerous in a show if you know the OP character is going to beat them? You don't let him fight him. You let other people fight them first. It's even the One Punch Man game didn't even let like you fought the bad guys or the monsters as other people, and all you had to do was survive until he showed up. That was the whole point. You just had to you had to survive until he showed up. Saitama showed up and helped you. So they know what they're doing.
Oh,
but
of course.
I like to see the Hero Hunters arc. I thought that was really cool. And the monster group coming out and fighting and seeing people turn into monsters. Yeah, it wasn't filled with a lot of action, and some people said the animation was a bit lazy because they just used the same sounds over again. It was just just same animation on loop kind of stuff.
I've been spoiled some of the stuff that's going to happen in season 3.
Oh, with the
like where the fights are going to take place
fight in the Monster Association. Yeah.
So and where the fights are going to take place, because he's fighting things that are so OP now that he has to worry about the integrity of the earth when he punches now.
What, you wait until it gets into the universe. Anyway, season 3, a lot of new seasons coming out this year. Actually, looking forward.
There's a lot of good shows out right now, and I am looking forward to a lot more that are coming out. I am so happy to be watching everything that
This
we've
is
been
supposed to be a
watching.
short episode. We've done this for nearly an hour.
Wow, we were able to stretch out anime news. Okay, maybe this might be a format.
Again, obviously, we're not really a new show. We just wanted to touch on some anime we've been watching because, let's be honest, we've been gushing over Solo Leveling, and we wanted to talk about it for a while, especially after last week's episode, because it was like what we consider like a midpoint. We're like, oh god, let's just talk about it. We do have a normal episode coming out. This is what we're going to consider our lazy episodes. We're going to call them BAP lazies. That's episode 1. But our next episode of Head to Head is going to be Sky's choice, as they lost last month's.
I did.
Sky, do you want to mention the theme for next March's theme coming out?
It's what's it? Detective?
You asking me?
I'm asking because I've kind of forgotten. Yeah.
Oh god!
I know the show I have to watch, but I forgot the topic.
The topic will be fighting is detective. Now, maybe you're thinking detective. There's so many different shows you could choose from. I guarantee you won't pick the shows that we've picked. So you look forward to us absolutely rinsing each other over our show picks, because I don't think I've ever watched Guys, and I don't think you've watched mine either.
If I have, it's been a long time.
You've seen the film. I doubt you've watched the series.
Probably not.
It's one of the first series. Actually, I've got a little toy there. You can see it.
I think you'll enjoy my show, actually.
We're not mentioning the shows on purpose just to annoy people as well, are we? That's why I'm not mentioning mine. But yeah, we got that'll hopefully be coming out in March. We are looking at a new schedule. Game Club boys were.
You can't even. You're so bad at names. You can't even get the name of a show
I'm
right.
so tired. The game. Sorry, I'm reading Evil Club Pod because that's what they've changed this one to. I don't know why.
Yeah, this Discord channel.
It's so totally evil right now. It's
the
very
Evil
confusing.
Club Pod, totally evil.
I think that was from Halloween. We haven't changed it.
Oh my
But now the Game Club boys were talking about maybe changing up the release schedule a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, I know they also
Oh,
want to do
well.
some collabs with us too.
Yeah, so we're going to post that up. Just keep an eye on the old landscape of socials. Which what are our socials, Guy?
You can find us at biasedanimetodcast.bluesky.social.
And where can we find you yourself?
You can find me at skylardespero.bluesky.social.
And you can find me on Jaka at Blue Sky Social. This has been the lazy
Biased Anime Podcast.
The lazy BAP.
Just a lazy pep.
I wish we could have GIFs instead of pictures. A lazy bat.
See you next episode.
Bye.